I'm Paloma. I actually don't live in any one place right now because I travel as a lifestyle. I am used to living out of a suitcase, so I understand the importance of having less clutter. Traveling light makes the experience of traveling so much better. To not have to worry about excess luggage or stuff means that you get to enjoy the place where you are. In this video, I'll share 10 ideas for some of the best multi-purpose items to help you travel like a minimalist. What I mean by multi-purpose is that they could be used in different environments or in different ways. Traveling like a minimalist means thinking like a minimalist. Every item that you pack must be used, and if the same item could be used multiple times, you can definitely pack less. I'll cover different ideas from bags to clothes to gadgets that all help you with the goal of traveling with less stuff. Let's get into it. I wanted to share this bag as an example of a versatile bag. This is called the Wanderer Sling, I believe, from Mopak. In full transparency, they did send me this, but I've been impressed that I can use it in all kinds of different environments. So far, I've used this bag to dress up and go into the city. I've used it hiking, and I've used it as a day bag for getting work done at the library. Versatility is key, and this logic applies to any bag that you're picking for your travels. Whether it's a rolling bag, a backpack, spend time thinking about how you could consolidate all of your essentials into that bag. Can you get by with just one or maybe two bags for your entire trip? I bet you could. It's just a matter of finding the right bag for your lifestyle. I do genuinely love this bag. The reason that I can get by in different environments is because of its simple design. It's not too distracting, and it has tons of pockets, including like an inner compartment for a water bottle or something big that you don't have to use. So it can be super thin, or it has these magnets so that it can be a lot thicker if you need to carry more. I was shocked to discover that this is actually made from coffee grounds. I thought I was imagining it, but when you sniff it, it smells a little bit like coffee. It also feels really nice. I have this bag linked down below if you think it looks interesting. If you use that link, it does help me out. The next multi-purpose item that might be worth bringing with you is a towel or a scarf. It might seem a little big to bring something like this, but because it can be used in different ways, it might be worth it. You could roll it up on a flight and honestly use it as a neck pillow. You could use it as a blanket to keep you warm. You could bring it to a beach day. It could serve as a picnic blanket. If it's a light material, you could tie it up like a sarong in different ways. It could be a top, a skirt, a dress. It could even be used to hold things to your body, or animals or babies. And as I learned, you could even use a sarong in self-defense. The next idea for an ingenious multi-purpose item is reversible clothing. It's such a no-brainer if you're trying to travel light. I don't have any of these in my closet, but I would love to. I could have an orange shirt that flips into a green shirt. Why is my entire closet not just reversible clothes? I could have so much less stuff. I could have half as many clothes. I guess I'd need to wash them more, but 2 weeks with a backpack? More like 2 weeks with a fanny pack, maybe. I do think good options are a little hard to find. Most of them tend to be in the athletic wear department, but I think this is such a good idea for across the board, including dressier clothes as well. So any brands out there listening, this is a good idea. You're gonna have some minimalist travelers knocking on your door if you make some more of these. The next idea might take you back to the 90s or 2000s. And that is zip-off pants that turned from pants into shorts. These seem like they could be kind of dorky, but I just saw my sister in some and she looked cute. I started researching and there are tons of really cute ones out there. When you're packing, pants are one of the bulkiest items that you're gonna pack. So if you're traveling someplace where it goes between being hot and cold at night maybe, these could take you perfectly between daytime into nighttime. Just switch out your top or accessories and suddenly you have a completely different outfit. Was that there the whole time? That's so weird. Is it me, or does this little reflection look like a croissant? What does it look like to you? Let me know in the comments. Oh boy. An item that outdoorsy people are probably already using is a Carabiner. These handy little devices could be used in lots of different scenarios. One main way people use them is to hook something they need to grab, like their keys or tools, to their belt loop so they don't have to carry a bag or use their hands. And then of course, rock climbers use carabiners that lock to hook them into anchor points. But don't try that at home unless you know what you're doing. People bring these camping because they can connect things. If you had a rope or a string, you could create a makeshift hook for clothes or a bag. Maybe, for example, you're going on a hike and you know that there will be a swimming hole at the end of it. So you want to bring some sandals that you could swim in and get them wet. After you swim, you could then hook the wet sandals to the outside of the backpack so that you're not getting everything inside the backpack all wet. It might take some creative thinking to imagine how this could help you, but it's so small that it's kind of worth bringing just in case. It could also help keep items organized that get in a mess easily, like hair ties or wires. I've even seen people use carabiners as an emergency bottle opener. Apparently the uses are endless. Most of us when we travel have those little TSA approved baggies for our toiletries, right? Or if we have big bottles of products that we love, we will check them. I was thinking about how to simplify toiletries. I came across these soap bars that claim to be good for your entire body, as a face wash, a body wash, and a shampoo. While I haven't tried many of these, I could imagine really liking them depending on the ingredients. What I would look for would be that they have some naturally moisturizing ingredients like shea butter or a goat milk, because when I use soap, one of the reasons I don't really like it is that it can be very drying. So if there was one out there that could actually make me feel clean and moisturized, imagine how much space that would save, how much easier it would be to pack, and it's better for the environment. If any of you out there have tried these and have recommendations, let me know. The next idea is to get some packing cubes that you could use in different ways besides just for packing. If you haven't used packing cubes, they help you stay organized when you're packing, and you can compress them, so in theory you can save some space. If you're open to using them though, I could imagine them being used in different ways. They could be helpful during your trip as little laundry bags, or if you find some with handles. One of these could be used as a backpack during your trip if you need one. I had one come in a set that was actually like its own drawstring bag. If you're not traveling, I could imagine them being helpful to organize your closet or put in your bathroom, to organize bottles, or for like an emergency first aid kit to keep in your car or something. They're basically just reusable bags, which means there are endless ways to use them. One category where I think it's pretty easy to consolidate is electronics. If you're worried about saving space, maybe you don't actually need to bring many other electronics on your trip besides a phone. Of course, that totally depends on your trip and your needs when you're traveling. For me, a lot of times I'll choose to travel with just a phone and a tablet. I have an iPad and I find that it's very helpful. Maybe you could use it to help get work done. There are keyboard attachments or stylus, pencils. I also love to read, so I think it's very handy that I don't have to carry big, heavy physical books and I can just read right on the device. I just feel a lot less stressed if I don't bring as many electronic devices with me when I travel. The next multi-purpose item that could be used in different ways is a buff. These are basically small, stretchy scarves. They could offer warmth in cold weather or sun protection if it's hot. As their website shows, there are endless ways to wear these besides just around your neck. If you have long hair, you could use it to tie your hair back. If you don't have hair, you could cover up your head, keep it warm. Some people might use it as a little tube top, or you could try using it as an eye mask. It's small and easy to pack, and I think there are a lot of ways that it could be used. We made it to the last idea, and that is to do some thinking around your shoes. Everyone has their own aesthetic, but I think that most people could find 1 or 2 pairs of shoes that could work for them on most trips. This would look very different depending on who you are, where you're traveling, what you like to do for fun, but I would argue that you don't need as many shoes as you think you do. I personally gravitate toward a simple white sneaker because I can wear it during the day walking around, and I think it can kind of dress up. For you, maybe it's a pair of comfy sandals or a pair of black boots. Think about the clothes that you own, the color palettes that you have, and follow the 3 most important rules, according to me, which are that the shoes are comfy, the shoes are neutral, and that they can dress up or they can dress down. You might find that you could get by using 1 pair of shoes for your entire trip. That is the list. I hope you found some of these ideas helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.